You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the 100th season of the TMossBoss show. And in today's episode, so as you can see by the title, you're probably like, what's an early access guide? What do you mean by that? If you're heavily involved in like PC gaming, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if not, so PC gaming, what is early access in the PC gaming world? So if you go on Steam and they have like this section of early access, like all these different video games, they're pretty much video games where there's still got work to do to it. Like there's still a lot of things that they need to add, a lot of things that they need to change. They're pretty much giving you guys like before the product gets a full release, they'll release it like a beta version. So like it's like a test demo, you know, kind of in a way. And yeah, like, you know, like on there'll be like a bunch of different games in that section where like they might have some bugs, they might have some issues, problems, all these other different things. And then there's other times when they release those games and it turns out to be good. But there's the people that's behind it where they're like, hey, what we got going on right now might be good, but there's still things that we got to do to it, you know? So that's how I kind of view myself. I view myself as an early access guy because, you know, I feel like what I got going on right now, I like it. You know, like, yeah, I'm going to probably have like my negative reviews here and there, but I like what I got going on. Others like what I got going on. I got a strong fan base. You know, my thing is like there's people out there that support me for me. And you really like when my thing is this, when you have people out there that will support whatever you put your mind to, like fam, how can you look at that and be like, you know what? Nah, this ain't good. This isn't good. This isn't, you know, there's somebody out there, because the negativity in your life should never be bigger than the positives in your life. Never. So like always remember that. But no, like, yeah, I had where people, there's people, I mean, I was just saying this to a friend of mine's, on Twitter, but there was people that was trying to, like, take me, you know, out of my positive mindset for, like, 4 years. You know, trying to tell me, like, oh, you can't always be positive, or you can't always just have positivity in your life. You gotta accept the negative things. And the thing is that them people that have told me that, you are 100% right. You are 100% right. You have to accept the negative things in your life, but they should never be bigger than the positive things in your life. Never. I'm saying, because my thing is that if I listen to any of the people that have doubted me, hated on me, told me I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be recording this episode. I wouldn't be celebrating the fact that I've reached 100 seasons of my podcast. I wouldn't be celebrating the fact that I'm close to hitting 28,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm, you know, close to hitting 600 followers on Twitch. Close to hitting 10,000 followers on TikTok. Like, the things that I've achieved, like, just in this year alone, just within a year's tops, I wouldn't have, like, there's a lot that I've achieved. I'm with publishing content, you know, streaming, learning more about streaming, making friends through streaming, TikTok. I'm saying TikTok probably being like one of the biggest achievements. You know, the fact that I uploaded a video, like towards the end of last year, like at the very end of last year, the fact that that video has 3 million views, like, I can't look at that and be like that's not enough. Or like see it as like, or see like the negative things like a negative hate comment. I can't look at somebody telling me to quit YouTube or quit being a content creator, and there's things like that that's happening to me. You know, like the thing is that I've always have been like a person where I've said like, you know, like not to be a bragger and things, but like no, like I feel like at times you have to brag about life. You have to brag about how good life is. Like, yeah, you're gonna have your points and times when you are dealing with some of the most negative things in your life, but them moments when life is just really good, you gotta brag about that stuff. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta like, you know, like make it last a little bit. You know, but like don't go like overboard with it, but you know, brag about like fam, like when I go on freaking Twitch, they got like this achievement section and Social Blade has an achievement section. I look at all the achievements that I got and I'm like, that's one thing that I've always thought on is how I have not received not one trophy in my whole life. Never. I've never received a trophy in my whole life on nothing. But like fam, when I go on PlayStation, when I go on Xbox, when I go on Steam, when I go on Social Blade, when I go on Twitch, and I look at all of these achievements that I've gotten, and I'm like, bro, I can't look at that and be, you know, and look at the thing where it's like, oh, I've never gotten a trophy because I wasn't, you know, for whatever reason and stuff. And I'm like, nah, man. I'm all like, I'm enjoying the fact, I love the fact that I'm able to, you know, talk on those things. You know, I'm somewhere in life. You know, and that's like going back to the early access stuff. It's like there's when a game, because like when a game comes out in early access, it's going to be one of two things. It's either going to be a horribly bad video game or it's going to be one of the greatest video games to ever be released. And there's games that's been on there for years, bro. Years. Like there's the one game that's been on there. I remember when I had got my first laptop. And that was like one of the first few games I had heard of because at that time, like survival games was a big thing. But 7 Days to Die. That game's been in early access since then. And they tried to do like a full release on console. It didn't turn out good. Like, in fact, like, to talk on that, you know, real quick, getting off topic. The developers have abandoned that game. Like, they don't even work on that game no more. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person where I start up something and I abandon it because I'm like, oh, it's not good enough. It's not like how it is in this, you know, area. My thing is like, whatever platform I put myself on, I'm trying to be one of the best. I'm trying to have it where people look at what I'm doing and they get motivated by it. They're all like, man, he can do it. I know I can do it. You know, and it's funny because that's one thing that, you know, haters, when they've gotten on me about, like, you know, content creating, and I'm like, fam, then you do it and prove me wrong. And that's the one thing that they always tell me is that they can't. They're the oh, I can't do it type people. I'm not good. I'm this. I'm that. And it sucks. My thing is this. It sucks to see people in that state of mind. Because I'm like, that's the one thing that I've always told my haters. It's like, okay, if I'm doing something, whether it's my reaction videos, whether it's my streaming TikTok videos, comedy skits, gaming, whatever videos on whatever channels I'm uploading or social media platforms that I'm posting and stuff, you do those videos, but you do it 10 times better because you got the keys in life, right? You got the answers in life. You got all of these different things that you are trying to tell me and I'm not listening and I'm still stuck getting this amount of views or still stuck at these amount of subscribers. I'm like, okay, my thing is this. Prove me wrong. I want each and every one of my haters to prove me wrong. Because if my thing is this, if each and every one of my haters were to get 100K tomorrow, then I probably would be like questioning YouTube and be like, well, dang, like, you know, maybe I am doing something wrong. But I have yet to see that. There's only one. I had to say the only reason why I feel like that he has 100K subscribers, he didn't do it by just talking on me. He did it because he had to talk on each individual, like, things that's out there existing that he can hate on. Because the thing is this, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize that, is that a hater, they don't have, like, positive fans. They don't. The only fans that they have are the haters of other content creators, of other, you know, whatever it is out there. Like, they only sit around to talk about why they hate certain things. Like, you sit down and look at the biggest hater out of my whole hate group, right? Let's say if he were to do a video on why he hates Air Jordans, right? I'm all like, bro, have you tried them on? Have you tried on a pair of Air Jordan 11s? Like, you sit down and think about that one. You try on a pair of Air Jordan 11s, it's gonna change your life, right? But no, but I'm saying, jokes aside, like, if he were to do a video hating on Air Jordan 11s and stuff, it probably, that's the thing though. He's smarter than that. I feel like that he wouldn't attack something that, like, cause I feel like that with him having a big YouTube channel, he's not gonna attack something that's bigger than him. That's why I had to say, like, when I started blowing up with YouTube, and then I had like all these, you know, different, like, much more bigger content creators, even bigger than him, showing love and support to me. Like, fam, you can't compete with that. He definitely 100% would get demolished by those guys. 100%. There is not any of the people that I have reacted to, like The Do or Soup or McNasty or freaking who else? Let's you know, there's so many like smaller creators, like, you know, within that community that I've reacted to, and it's like, fam, you will have no competition with that. None whatsoever. Honestly, you wouldn't. Because my thing is this. I feel like that, you know, my biggest hater, he's equivalent to like Vladimir Putin. He's gonna only attack people that he knows he can go up against. Or not even more so that he can't go up against, but he knows that he has more power over them, right? Of course he's gonna do that. He ain't got no other choice but to do that. Because if he goes, let's say, you know, talking on some war stuff real quick, even though I really shouldn't, but let's just talk on that stuff real quick. Let's say if Vladimir Putin were to attack US, just displaying what has happened with Ukraine right now, like, nah, he's done a lot of damage. For 100%, Vladimir Putin, he has done a lot of damage. But he didn't, like, fully take out all Ukraine people. He didn't fully take over the whole country. It's taken him some time. Now, changing the subject back to me and my big hater, look at where I'm at. Yeah, like, no, don't get me wrong. He destroyed a lot of aspects of my YouTube channel. He 100% did that. He made these top tier videos that got a crap ton of views. He has sent his fans to go after my channel for 4 years straight. So there's 4 years worth of videos, daily posted videos across my whole channel. From 2016 all the way up until 2020, there's just that amount of videos, bruh. And I'm saying, like, that it wasn't even like one video a day. There was at times where I was posting quite a few videos a day. So I'm saying there's probably well over 1,000 videos, that's just been rated with dislikes. I'm saying, like, I wouldn't necessarily say that I have a bad rep on YouTube, but I feel like people, if they were to watch a video on me, like, if they don't sit down and take the time to know me, they'll probably would see those videos and think, like, oh no, this person, something ain't right with him. Something, you know. And then it's like going all the way back to now, you know, talking on the early access stuff. I feel like that when a person of a significant power talks on a video game and how bad that game is, you know, like, of course, you know, people will see that and then others will play it and then they all gonna just be saying the same thing. Everybody. Now, the developers know that nothing is wrong with their game, you know, or it's an early access thing, or, you know, they're aware of the problems and they're working on it. But it's like, damn, my thing is this. Like, with some early access games, if it's like obvious problems that the, you know, company is not trying to fix or the development team is not trying to fix, I feel like that's when you kind of like, especially you don't put money into it and all that stuff. Any of my haters, that's the one thing that they can say, and they know that they never will, but that's the one thing that they can say is that they never put no money into me. So I'm saying at the end of the day, like, when you look at it, they pretty much played an early access game for free, or they watched the video on or seen somebody else play this game. They didn't even take the time to like play it themselves, and they all just hated on it. Like, really, I had to say, like, I know people will probably ask, like, what rating do you think you will overall give yourself? I probably have to say mostly positive. You know, like, it's like right kind of like in the middle a little bit, because I had to say I do have like a lot of positivity, but I'm like, obviously, you know, the negative things that have been said about me, it's still there. It's going to probably most likely be there. Up until like I had to say when the right overall, like I feel like when the right people overall get involved into my YouTube channel, like, you know, like if it ever comes to a point, and it's like something I'm not expecting people to do, but I really don't know the future, but I'm like based off of past previous events, you know, of having it where I have like big content creators, you know, shout me out, show love and support to my YouTube channel and stuff. You know, like that'll probably be the time when it'll get to like very positive or overwhelmingly positive, you know. But overall, like, I would have to say that I feel like that, you know, where I stand is at a mostly positive stage. You know, because, yeah, I got fans that's like, they are freaking in love with the content that I do. They love everything that I do. And the fact that I have, then it's like the fact that I have fans like that, it's like, how can I look at the negative things that are being said about me and then take that in consideration rather than having it where there's a fan that tells me some stuff like they've been depressed and watching my videos, my unedited, okay, poorly put together, me stuttering, me saying the word like a crap ton of times, me doing all of these things that haters has pointed out in my videos, right? All of these different things. And that one fan that watches my videos and say that all of that stuff has helped him with his depression. He can watch my videos and feel something. He can watch my videos and feel happiness. You can't look at that and be like, that's not enough. That's more than enough. That's like honestly one of the best things that you can hear as a content creator. So that's why it trips me out when a hater will expect me to listen to them more than somebody that like they truly, my thing is this. When I post a video, I'm not expecting, like, even like going all the way back to when I very first started YouTube. When you go into being a content creator, you're not thinking of the amount of fans you're gonna like help out. You're not thinking of the amount of times like where people are gonna be up in the middle of the night. Like, no, like sitting down just talking to content creators out there. You're not gonna be thinking about the times when people are like up in the middle of the night watching your videos. Cause this is stuff that I've done. But they're up in the middle of the night watching your videos, feeling some sort of like emotion where it's not like, you know, it's not like making them depressed. It's not making them angry. It's not making them sad. They watch your videos, right? And they feel content. They feel like they are on this like tropical paradise of your videos. I'm saying like that's like the motivation that I want to put into all content creators is to be like yourself but times 10. Be yourself but times 100. Be yourself but times the most highest number of all times. I'm saying because at the end of the day there are people out there, because when you sit down and think about it, content creators in a way, there's content creators there, it's divided. But it's like a superhero and villain type stuff. I've dealt with my fair share of villains. If I had to say like out of all the like, you know, people in like comic book history, like where would I overall be? I feel like I could be like an edgier Spider-Man or like a less threatening Punisher or something. Like, you know, like I feel like I don't know why I'm like or a less like rich Batman. You know what? No, that's how I feel like I'm at right now. And like, I'm like a like minimum wage Batman. That's where I'm at right now. But anyways, but yeah, it's like my thing is this. You know, like content creators, like just overall, be the best version of yourself. You know, and that's why it's like, you know, getting back on like the early access talk. It's like you're a work in progress. You know, you're not expected. My thing is this: if people are expecting you to be perfect, and it's like early on in your career, or you don't have all of the gear and equipment to make the best out of, you know, the stuff that you want to do, because it's already bad enough when you're a content creator and you're seeing people out there with like these dope vlogging cameras, or you're seeing people out there that's able to do this like CGI animation, or they got a friend group that they can stream and play video games with on YouTube and Twitch. You know, like you're seeing all of these different content creators living their best life. And then you got somebody trying to tell you how to live your life. Fam, don't listen to that. Whatever life, because my thing is this. Somebody is looking at you right now while you have 100 subscribers, you got a poor laptop, you don't have the best capture card, you don't have the best vlogging camera, you don't have all the makeup that you have to do your makeup tutorial videos, you don't have the top tier designer clothes like Gucci, Balenciaga, Versace. All you're able to afford is clothes at Ross or clothes at the Nike outlet, Adidas outlet, any of them outlet stores and stuff. You're only able to get the cheap clothes, the knockoff clothes, the fake clothes. That's all that you can afford. Make the best out of it. Make the best out of everything that you are doing right now. Because my thing is this, you have one life. You have one life to just prove it all. You have one life to inspire millions of lives. That's how you gotta look at life. That my thing is this. I might not be where I'm at right now with content creating. I might not be where I want to be at right now in just life. But I've helped out people. I'm starting. I'm in the early access stages, of my life. I'm 25 years old. It's not like I'm 45. It's not like I'm 55, 65. And even then, I'm still going to be thinking in the same mindset as I am right now. Like, what more things can I do for people? What more content can I put out in the world? What more things can I dip my hands into? That's what I'm looking forward to. But all that other extra stuff that haters be talking about, it's like, bro, I ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing that at all. And the thing is, I know they're listening to this podcast episode, and I know that they know that I'm right. They cannot hear this episode and say that I'm wrong for being in the mindset that I'm in right now, because they're in the same mindset. They are in the same mindset, maybe in a negative version, but they're in the same mindset that I'm in. So anything that a hater tells me, I ain't even hearing it, bro. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.